Anxiety is the body's natural reaction to stress. However, when it spirals out of control, it frequently renders us helpless. This affliction stems from future-focused fears, illogical concerns, and pessimistic ideas that are hard to shake. If you find yourself oftentimes anxious, hold on. Stoicism provides you with a plethora of useful strategies to counter this relentless conflict. In this video, I will reveal 7 age-old techniques for dealing with anxiety and negative thoughts. 1. Assess your wants. This technique urges you to explore the art of distinguishing between your desires. Stoicism, at its core, emphasizes focusing on what you can control. Applying this principle in your daily life has the potential to reshape how you approach ambitions and desires, fostering greater contentment and reducing anxiety. Think of the various times when unmet desires disrupt your peace of mind, from career aspirations and social recognition to personal relationships and material possessions. Stoicism doesn't discourage ambition. Instead, it guides you to channel it toward controllable elements like your efforts, attitudes, and integrity. In professional settings, for example, aiming for a promotion is reasonable, but obsessive focus can lead to frustration. Stoicism encourages concentrating on excelling in your role, enhancing skills, and contributing positively to your team. This internal focus shifts fulfillment from external validation to personal development. This principle also profoundly impacts personal relationships, redirecting focus from desiring perfect harmony to controlling your behavior. Being compassionate, understanding, and patient. Regularly reassessing wants, aligning them with your sphere of control, not only alleviates anxiety, but fosters a sense of empowerment. This Stoic practice paves the way for a balanced life, deriving happiness and peace from inner resilience and wisdom rather than external, often unpredictable circumstances. 2. Name your monster. Imagine yourself at your desk, looking at a screen full of unread emails, yet a crucial deadline approaches. Your heart races, and your head spins with what-ifs, should-haves, and worst-case scenarios. In this case, your monster is this overpowering feeling, this dark figure that lurks in the shadows of your consciousness. However, to defeat this monster, you have to name it first. What precisely is it? Is it the worry that you won't make the deadline, the fear of being judged, or maybe the stress of balancing life at work and at home? Marcus Aurelius, the wise Stoic emperor, once said, "Always define whatever it is we perceive to trace its outline so we can see what it really is. Its substance, stripped bare, as a whole, unmodified, and to call it by its name, the thing itself and its components to which it will eventually return." His wisdom has stood the test of time, reminding us that we can demystify our fears by giving them names. If you want to learn more about conquering your fears, we have just the right content for you. Subscribe to our channel and begin the journey towards enlightenment. By giving your monster a name, you turn it from an enigmatic shadow into something concrete that you can confront, comprehend, and eventually subdue. So the next time you're feeling nervous, take a quick break. Ask yourself, what exactly am I terrified about? Identify your anxiety, your fear, and your monster. If necessary, write it down. By doing this, you're starting down the road to recovery and discovering your way back to tranquility and clarity. Always remember that once you call the monster by name, it becomes less scary and therefore easier to conquer. 3. Live in the present. Anxiety often stems from our worries about the future. We worry more about the things that might not turn out in our favor than we are grateful for the ones that already have. We fail to validate ourselves and are thus always stressed rather than happy for how far we've come. We fail to savor in the delight of nature, take in the colors that surround us, or even fully enjoy a good show because we're so worried about tomorrow. Yet worrying never helps. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Don't let your reflection on the whole sweep of life crush you. Don't fill your mind with all the bad things that might still happen. stay focused on the present situation. This insight is transformative for anyone struggling with anxiety. Relentless pursuit of future achievements can rob you of your joy in the present. Begin practicing mindfulness, taking time each day to savor the small moments, be it the smell of rain or how perfectly you made your cup of coffee. Taking a minute to pause and just enjoy the fullness of the here and now will give a newfound sense of contentment and gratitude for the present, a stark contrast to the preoccupation with future goals and past regrets that might be making you anxious. This Stoic principle teaches that while planning for the future is important, it should not come at the cost of living in the present. By focusing on the here and now, you engage more deeply with your current experiences, cultivating a richer, more fulfilling life. It's about finding balance and preparing for the future, learning from the past, but always anchoring yourself in the present moment. 4. Keep a gratitude journal. Write down the things you're grateful for daily. By changing your attention from negativity to positivity, this exercise helps you remember the good things in your life, especially during anxious situations. It has the ability to shift your focus from any negative ideas that could be predominating in your head to the positive aspects of things. By keeping a gratitude journal, you can gradually rewire your brain to notice more good things in life, which can boost your emotional fortitude and lessen the severity of your anxiety. The gratitude journal can also act as a continual reminder that there are things for which to be thankful, even in the face of difficulties. This can provide a feeling of emotional equilibrium and satisfaction, which can lessen worry and encourage long-term mental health. Keep in mind that using this technique effectively requires regular practice. As you make a commitment to keeping up your gratitude journal and making gratitude a daily habit, you improve your capacity to face anxiety and handle difficult situations. 5. Master inner control. The Stoics teach us that dealing with anxiety and negative thoughts requires a mastery of inner control. The idea emphasizes that there are aspects of our lives that we have control over and those that we do not. The Stoics stressed that being able to distinguish between these two groups with clarity is essential to achieving inner serenity. Your thoughts, deeds, feelings, and individual decisions are all under your power. Put another way, you have the power to shape the way you see, understand, and respond to the events in your life. But a lot of things, like the inevitable path of life and other people's actions, are beyond your control. If you're keen enough, you'll notice that your anxiety frequently results from excessive worry about things that are out of your control. For instance, concerns about the future are frequently predicated on speculative scenarios that might or might not materialize. The wisdom of Stoicism tells you to focus your attention and effort on what is under your control and to accept with composure what is not. By putting this idea into practice, you can improve your ability to deal with anxiety. You concentrate on taking action based on what you can control rather than letting anxieties about the future paralyze you. This lessens anxiety while also assisting you in making better judgments and leading a more composed life. 6. Practice mind training. The Stoics encouraged us to prepare our thoughts for the future by visualizing the worst-case scenario and how we would get through it. Face your worries head-on, letting them come closer and discovering that you are stronger than you ever thought. The Stoics hold that a great deal of our anxieties and phobias are caused by a fear of the unknown and worries about potential future events. They contend that we frequently worry about things that either never happen or are not as bad as we think they will be. Thus, the goal of mind training is to actively prepare for the worst-case scenario by facing these concerns head-on. The 3 main stages of mind training include: 1. Visualizing the worst-case situation. To begin, imagine the worst scenario that could possibly result in anxiety. It could be anything that is worrying. If you're nervous about a work presentation, for instance, picture yourself on stage stammering, forgetting what you need to say, and the audience glaring at you disapprovingly. 2. Embrace the worst-case situation. Consider the worst-case situation and then ask yourself, what if this actually happens? Be prepared to accept the consequences of this made-up scenario. In the case of the presentation, you can ask yourself how you would respond to criticism or the embarrassment. 3. Find your resilient. As you familiarize yourself with the worst-case scenario, you realize that you are more resilient than you initially believed. Our heightened anxieties frequently lead to a warped perception of reality. By proactively confronting these fears, you might find that you are more prepared than you initially thought. This principle's primary objective is to lessen the influence that anxieties and fears have over you. Confronting the worst-case situations mindfully can help you feel more secure and equipped to handle actual obstacles when they come along. Furthermore, visualization helps diffuse excessive worry by letting you realize that most situations are not as scary as you thought. By facing your fears head-on and consciously, the visualization approach helps you neutralize the force of worry and negative ideas. Rather than letting things stay undefined and horrifying in your thoughts, you confront them head-on and show resilience. Over time, practicing visualization regularly helps your mind become more adept at handling anxiety and uncertainty. This can lessen the severity of worry and pessimistic thoughts, giving you the emotional poise and bravery to face life's obstacles. 7. The wisdom of acceptance. Accepting reality as it is a cornerstone of your Stoic journey. Anxiety often emerges when you resist circumstances beyond your control. Embrace acceptance, recognizing that you can't always steer external events, but you wield power over your responses. As you welcome the present, emotional tension eases, making space for positive solutions. This shift diminishes the stress-associated anxiety. Rather than battling the unchangeable, channel your energy into what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and emotions. This not only fosters inner peace, but also fuels a creative approach to challenges. Acceptance empowers you, transforming you from an anxiety victim to an architect of personal growth. Life is uncertain, yet your response is within your grasp. Acceptance is the gateway to emotional balance and a foundation for a serene, fulfilling life, a powerful ally in your pursuit of lasting mental well-being. Today I escaped from anxiety. Oh no, I discarded it because it was within me, in my perceptions, not outside. As I finish, self-mastery isn't achieved in a day. It takes a lot of learning and unlearning. Luckily, we're with you every step of the way. Be sure to watch the next video. It's the next step to a higher, more ideal and empowered you.